Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I have two products to show you from Rado. So what we have here today on the left is the Rado Captain Cook Bronze in 42mm green dial. And on the right here we have the Rado Golden Horse in 37mm green dial, limited edition. Let's jump right in. This bronze case is featured in the 42mm variation with the 12.5mm of thickness. On the wrist, it's actually pretty easy to wear. It sits really nice and tight to the wrist, and the lug to lug is around 48mm. So even someone like me with the smaller wrist can actually wear it pretty well. The top sapphire crystal is box shaped and has a really nice distortion over the edge. So very reminiscent, like when you go into the water and you're trying to look at the crystal, you'll see that little distortion there, which is sweet. And it also has double anti-reflective coating. On top, you have this green ceramic bezel, which is also outlined by this coin edge bronze bezel. And it features a really nice 120 clicks. It's really easy to grip, and you can hear it here. I personally find the bezel really easy to use, easy to grip, which is something nice, especially for a diver's watch if you're wearing gloves underwater, or if you're just wearing this from casual day to day. It's easy to use as a timer. The water resistance of the Rado Captain Cook is 30 bar in the 42mm size, or roughly 300 meters. It also features a bronze screw-down crown, and the case back is screwed down by the stainless steel plate with the iconic triple seahorse emblem. The strap is this nice dark olive green leather strap with suede on the bottom, which makes it super buttery soft to wear on the wrist, and it comes with this easy spring bar system. So all you have to do to release it is to push down here with your finger, and voila, it comes off really easily. The easy spring bar system is low profile. It doesn't dig on the wrist while wearing, and since the leather strap isn't waterproof like the watch, I'd recommend switching it out to a NATO strap or rubber strap or something more resistant if you plan to take it into the water. It's also featured with this nice bronze buckle to match the case. On the dial, you have this really simple and easy layout with the green ceramic gradient dial, which gets darker as you go around the edges. And it matches the green ceramic bezel along with the green chapter ring featuring the minutes. The previous versions of the Captain Cook didn't have the matching chapter ring, so I'm happy to see it here in the bronze iteration because it keeps the color play aesthetically pleasing. I also personally love the usage of the minute track on the chapter ring because it frees up space between the hour markers, and when you pair it with the broad arrow handset, it makes it really easy to read in a glance, which for divers is most crucial, but for casual wear, it's just an added benefit. Speaking of the hands, the hour, minute, seconds, and the hour markers are all filled with superluminova, which after a day's wearing in the sun will shine bright in the dark. Next to the date window is a small hour marker representing 3 o'clock, which keeps the language of symmetry ongoing. However, the ceramic bezel does not have any lume. The sense of minimalism is continued onto the dial text with the fun, iconic rotating Rado anchor at 12 o'clock, which sits parallel with the 2 lines of white text at 6 o'clock. Finally, the date window features the same bright red roulette styling from the original Captain Cook, a fan favorite feature. Powering the Captain Cook is the ETA C07, which is a robust 80-hour power reserve movement beating at 21,600 VPH or 3 Hz. It can measure timed events up to 1/6 of a second, and this same movement has been used among other Swatch Group brands such as Tissot, Hamilton, Certina, and of course Rado, and has proven itself over and over as a reliable and accurate automatic movement. With my own Captain Cook, having an 80-hour power reserve is such a blast, since now in the warmer weather I've been picking it up every 2 to 3 days, and it's still keeping great timing and just one less thing to wind. All in all, the Captain Cook Bronze Automatic is a stylish yet capable dive watch with an 80-hour power reserve, and Rado has moved beyond just doing a revival piece and now is doing what it does best with its Master of Materials title, combining bronze and ceramic for only $2,600. While the advanced materials such as ceramic will look good forever and offer its scratch resistance properties, the bronze material will give you that vintage natural look due to patina. The warm bronze color not only looks darn good on the wrist, but if you're familiar with the material, then you know it will naturally patina when worn over time or exposed to the elements, making each piece quite unique to the wearer's experience. Hop over to our website to learn more about the Captain Cook Bronze. Now let's hop over to the Golden Horse. The Golden Horse started in 1957 from Rado as their first commercially produced collection. It featured 2 golden seahorses at 6 o'clock and was made to be an everyday watch. It was originally introduced in the 37mm size in 1957 and at the time was considered large since most watches in the 50s were in the 34 to 36 size. Funny today because 37mm to us is considered small. All the elements from the original Golden Horse are reinterpreted for today. Last year we had the black dial version in our shop with the awesome radio dial, which was a favorite, and now we have the blue and the green version. Today we're going to be covering the green version. First, the case dimensions of the watch is true to the original. It's a 37mm diameter with a 10.8mm of thickness, which wears really well and slim on the wrist. Lug to lug is 44mm, so this can easily work for both unisex wear. The watch also features a domed sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating, which is a throwback to the original with a domed Hesalite crystal. The case back features the triple seahorse motif and a screw down, which allows it to have that 5-bar water resistance. Paired with the watch is a super comfortable, high polished stainless steel beads of rice bracelet. The beads of rice bracelet matches perfectly with the Golden Horse and is one of the best features of the watch that brings this elegant vintage look to the watch. It's thin, lets the watch hug close to the wrist, and wears super comfortably. The bracelet is high polished throughout, which reflects light really well. At the price of this watch for $1,800, this is the best beads of rice bracelet I've seen, and it definitely feels like this is a bracelet made for a pricier watch. For those that don't know, the beads of rice style originated from the well-known bracelet manufacturer Gay Frez, who made this style in the 40s and 50s for Patek Philippe and Vacheron Constantin in steel and precious metals. This beads of rice style has been interpreted among many brands, but why it's called the beads of rice bracelet today is because, just like the name suggests, the center links of the bracelet looks like beads of rice formed together. The dial language stays true to the original Golden Horse with its minimal styling. The main feature here is the rich, deep green color that fades into the black towards the edges. Pair that with the rhodium high polished hour markers and the faceted dolphin hands, and you have this great contrast of legibility. Now this wouldn't be a Golden Horse without the double seahorse motif with Golden Horse text at 6 o'clock, and this wouldn't be a Rado without that rotating anchor logo, which is so fun. This watch also features a date window with a nice simple border decoration featuring that stark red roulette date underneath. It's an everyday style without any lume. The movement inside the Golden Horse is the ETA C07, which is an 80-hour power reserve just like the one used in the Captain Cook. 80-hour power reserve is most useful for watches like this that you would wear every day, and then when the weekend comes, you'd switch to your weekend watch, and then back on Monday when you pick up this watch, it's still running and keeping great timing since this watch lasts over 3 days. Overall, this Golden Horse is a great reinterpretation, limited edition to 1,957 pieces of the original Golden Horse design. It's a great everyday watch that leans more on the dressy side, with design focuses on minimalism and comfortable wear. It's got an 80-hour power reserve with an awesome beads of rice bracelet. Check out the links below to learn more. What did you think of these two pieces, the Captain Cook and the Golden Horse? please leave your comments down below. Subscribe so you don't miss our latest videos, and hit that like button if you found this video useful. It's been a minute, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.